something pretty special about getting on a river, becoming part of this river, you know, flowing with the water, and to get in there and adapt like water does. But it's not about just sitting in my kayak and focusing on getting that line right, but also clearing the lens, figuring out if my camera angle's right, making sure how to get the right shot myself. We're not a mainstream athlete where if you're a football player, you basically know what you need to do to be at the top and to hit the kicks when you have to. Being a professional extreme athlete, it's more of a creative performance activity. And that's kind of what we're doing here right now. We're getting trained to be better at producing our own content.
All right, sweet. So does everyone here know how to change the modes on their cameras? Can I see a raise of hand if anyone doesn't understand how to change modes? All right. It's really difficult when someone does something really amazing and it's shot in not the right mode. So we want to make sure if they're going to go out and be doing some of the craziest stuff in the world, we want to make sure that they're making that look the best. So we have a camera buffet in the back. All this gear is just for you guys to borrow. So we start out with a couple of training courses in the morning, and then we go out for the day and do activities.
What do you got? You got a big narwhal?
Got a full extension.
Narwhal on the chest cam. Cool.
Yep.
The game of social media and being an athlete, it's not something to be taken lightly. You could be the world's best at whatever sport you're doing, but if you're not promoting yourself and no one sees it, then it's hard to make a living.
Hey, GoPro athlete Nick Trobin here. Today we're gonna do a little bit of a how-to.
I'm just gonna give you a few quick ways not to lose your GoPro when going kayaking.
So I'm gonna run a couple of different options in my... on my head. You're running a little bit of a dangerous line when you turn like a passion or a hobby into a full-time job, you know, because the more you commit yourself to sponsors and stuff, you find that you actually kayak a little bit less than perhaps you might necessarily want to.
We've come to Rotorua, New Zealand to test out the new Fugu speaker.
An athlete gets a GoPro. They use the GoPro. Tons of people watch that footage. Those people go and buy GoPros. Some kid that's never tried that sport before buys a GoPro, makes a video. And that's the cycle we really want.
Do you mind giving me a hand? Yeah, no problem. Just sliding it on there. It can certainly be overwhelming sometimes having to deal with a camera, but also my own risks. But, you know, it's in the end, it makes it that much more exciting.
3, 2, 1.
I think what maybe separates us from some other people that do the same sports is there's a certain element, I think, of, I don't know if showmanship is the right word, but we like to share. If I see someone doing something that you can tell they love, it's fun to watch. I think that's the goal of all of us. We're just trying to capture those moments and share them with people and hopefully encourage them to get outside and, you know, have fun. But it's not all about work. I mean, you got to work sometimes, but it's balance.
It was really scary, but I'm glad I did it because it'll probably be good content.